Good morning, world. I'm here today because I was watching National Treasure, the TV show on Disney+. And in episode number 2, lady says you don't go to the FBI about anything, because next thing you know, they'll be tracking every move you make. They'll know everywhere you go, and you participate in a peaceful protest, you'll be charged with engaging in a riot. Now, that may have happened, January 6th. That was a thing. But I'm not here to talk about America. I'm here to talk about zero COVID in China. All right, so y'all remember, not too long ago, there were mass protests across China where they were saying, down with the lockdowns, down with zero COVID, down with the CCP, and Xi Jinping, step down. Now, you and I, we know that the CCP is going to keep doing their thing whether Xi Jinping is in power or not. But that is not the point. Remember, there were massive protests, and then the very next day, zero COVID was lifted. Yeah, it's not actually gone, they just modified it. And then COVID broke out across the country. But that's not my point. What I'm saying here is that every single person that participated in the zero COVID protests have gone missing. Every last one of them. China has rounded them up. They're gone. They've been disappeared. Every one of them. All right. So, Disney Plus, National Treasure. This is China's influence in Disney. Doing that thing where they say, no, you do that. We don't do that. You do that. That's a you thing. You're the problem, America. You're disappearing people for peaceful protesting. That's a you problem. So that they don't get it turned around on them. Now, I love China. I love Chinese people. I hate the CCP and what they're doing to China. And I really hate the disinformation that China is launching at North America, at Europe, everywhere around the world. They're on this massive campaign to demonize everybody. This is where a lot of the things that we see as what the heck is going on in society is coming from China. And this is China infiltrating Disney so that Disney can get the money from the Chinese market. In this case, Disney has to kowtow to China, which means they have to insert Chinese propaganda into each show. And in this episode number 2, that's the Chinese propaganda, is that American officials will disappear people who take part in a peaceful protest. Zero COVID, all of them missing, down with Xi Jinping, down with the CCP, up with the Chinese people. Tiananmen Square was a thing. We need to let them know. I'm doing my part. You do your part. And together, we can help. Down with CCP.